There are many reasons why you hate your scar, and maybe even just saying that might make you wince, and you might even feel guilty for thinking or feeling like you hate your scar. But let's just be real. Like, can we just be real for a minute? Two things can be true at the same time. You are grateful that you had a C-section because you're alive, your baby's alive, you're both okay physically. So you are grateful for that, but you don't like your scar. Both are true. Both things can be true. Just because you don't like your scar does not mean that you don't like your child or you don't love your child. Like, don't add stuff to it, just the facts. You're grateful for your C-section and you don't like your scar. The sky didn't fall down when we were honest with ourselves. Okay? So it's okay. Not a bad mom, a bad person. If you don't like a scar, just because your babies came through that scar area, it doesn't mean that you have to now love how your scar looked. This is what my scar looked like. I did not love that. That's how it looks now. I had a keloid scar, so it's gone now due to the reconnection ritual. But that's how it looked after each one. So I've had 3 C-sections in 5 years, and this would happen within days. I would just see the scar growing and growing and growing and growing and growing, getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. When I got pregnant for the second time, the surgeon saw it and was like, "It's okay, don't worry, we will take it off. We'll take that scar off because that's how big it is. It's something that you can actually remove." So they removed it. And then with my second, within days, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. When I got pregnant with my third, surgeons saw it, like, "Don't worry, we'll take it off." Took it off. Within days, growing, growing, growing. And the third, this was the worst because also I'd had removable stitches with my third C-section. So you normally have dissolvable stitches, so you don't need to do anything, they will just dissolve. They thought that I was having a keloid scar was because my body was not agreeing to the foreign object of the stitches, the dissolvable stitches. So they said, okay, this time let's have removable stitches. You don't have that foreign object in your body and it should stop you having this keloid scar. That was the worst experience. That's up with, if you've seen my other videos, the epidural and nearly dying, that this was up there. I would say it's side by side. Not just the look of the scar. You may hate your scar because of the emotion and experience attached to it. This is the major one I think moms need to know about. Because C-section is not just physical, it is emotional, spiritual, and it's energetic. That's the reason why you hate your scar. It's everything that is attached to it, especially if your C-section was an emergency or it was unplanned. So you were not expecting this. You were expecting to go in and birth your baby vaginally, then you ended up having a C-section. And if it was an emergency, so that's already going to be a traumatic experience. And all of that experience is attached to your scar and to your womb. The whole experience is attached right here to the fascia, which is what's underneath the skin. That whole experience is in your tummy and your scar. That's the reason why you hate it. So when it pulls, when it hurts, if it's keloid like mine, it's not just the look of it. It's not just the feel of the pain. It is the emotion and the energetics, the experience that is attached to it. That is actually what hurts, that experience. So every time it pulls, you think about that birth and what happened and how scared you may have been. You might have been scared, you were afraid, you didn't want it. So much emotion loaded in your scar. That's why reconnecting with your body is so important. It's so important. All 3 of my C-sections were traumatic. So there was a lot of healing to do. There. And the postpartums were really difficult. Emotionally and physically, my scar it got infected twice. Both. First one infected twice, second one infected twice. The third one, I went back to that hospital, I think maybe 4 times for them to rip these stitches out of my body. It was awful. All of those experiences, all of that, all of those feelings, all the emotion is all in my scar. We are not just physical beings, we're emotional, spiritual, and energetic ones. Which is why I always say all 4, emotional, physical, spiritual, energetic, all 4 have to be healed for you to actually feel like yourself again. You can't just do the one. As I say one because people just normally just focus on the physical. That's why you can be 10, 20, 30 years post your C-section and still not feel like yourself. Wound, your scar, your tummy is loaded with emotion and energy that requires healing. That's how my keloid scar went from that full of emotion, full of pain, to gone. Which is why I will tell you constantly about spending 5 minutes with yourself. That's how it changed for me, is spending 5 minutes with myself each day, doing the ritual, processing everything that I've been through. It's not an overnight thing, because what you've been through is really big. You can heal. You don't have to carry this pain forever. In the description, you will see the link to the reconnection oil that I've created and the ritual. You can join the waiting list. It will be available really soon. Just know that you don't love your baby any less because you hate the scar. You're a human being that went through something traumatic and you have this scar as your reminder of it. We're made to just carry on and just move on and just get on with it as if it's not a thing. It's a really big thing. It affects so many other areas of your life. Don't feel like the reason why intimacy might be difficult with your partner, bonding with your baby, bonding with yourself, connecting with yourself, your confidence, the clothes that you wear. Don't think that your scar isn't having an impact on all of those things, because it is. The physical part of it will also can change what you wear. Maybe you can't wear low jeans anymore because it will rub on your scar. Maybe the knickers that you wear, you have to wear the ones that come above because you don't want it to touch the scar because it's bothering it. Physically, yes, but also energetically. You could be wearing baggy clothes, and there's nothing wrong with baggy clothes. I'm just saying that maybe if you didn't have that scar or you didn't feel the way that you did, maybe you wouldn't wear those clothes, but you wear it because energetically you feel like, let me cover up, or I don't want to be seen. Intimacy with your partner is different because you don't want them to see it or you're scared of them touching it. For me, that was like one of the really big things. Don't touch it. I don't want you to touch it. I don't want you to look at it. One, because it actually hurt. It took me such a long time for my scar to feel okay, and I didn't want it to look, and I felt like it was ugly. And so all of that is affecting intimacy as well, actually affecting your whole life. It's affecting how you show up in the world. That's why it's that important that you work on it. And it just starts slowly, 5 minutes a day. Reconnection. The link is in the description. Spend 5 minutes with yourself. Lie down, put your hands on your tummy, see what comes up.